What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're in my second game of my down promos that I wanted to show you. I showed you game one yesterday, and I wanted to, well, basically you guys liked the video, you threw a lot of likes on it, you also gave a lot of comments saying yes, do more of them. So I thought, why not, right? If you enjoy the video, why not just make more of them? Let me rearrange this really quickly. So this is game two. The other games are literally just me playing Jin now. So if you don't want to see all four, because there are four left, right? There was a 5-game promo series to Diamond, and if the four, one of them was Lux, which I showed you as the last one. The other four are Jin, and if you don't want to see 4 Jin replays, then I understand, that's fine. Let me know in the comments, and I won't do them all. But yeah, I think like each game is different as well, which is the kind of cool thing. Even though it's the same champion, like the game is actually different, and I kind of wanted to. Oh yeah, someone actually dies here, level 1. Which was super weird. Super weird. I wasn't even paying attention. As you can tell, I was just sitting here. And she died somehow. But yeah, they're actually very different. There is different stuff that you can learn. This is like a kind of like a self replay review. Like self-coaching, I guess. This is me looking at my game and being like, okay, I did this well. I could have done this better. It's kind of like looking at my games and coaching myself. I don't know, it's really weird, but I kind of think it's actually useful. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you want to see all the other ones as well. It is also actually right now 6:30 in the morning, 6:30 a.m. I couldn't sleep today, so I just decided to get up and do this anyway, because I actually have to record all of these today, which probably means they're all just going to come out on the channel anyway, because I have to record all of them now. Preseason is tomorrow, and I have to start. So yeah, I have to just record them today. So I don't know, I figured I had a lot to do, so I might as well do it. So I'm just gonna like just kind of like explain my thought process here with that fight, because we actually took a 1-for-1, which was okay, but I let Thresh take a lot of that damage there. Thresh has like 3 potions in the lane phase, right? I only have 1, so the way I actually positioned there is when Miss Fortune was focusing on me, you can see I went forward, I used my auto and Q onto the Sona, which is a good trade for me, but Sona has a lot of healing and a lot of pots, so I actually don't want to invest that much mana or health onto the Sona for a trade. So as soon as Miss Fortune went for me, I actually just like backed off, and then Miss Fortune switched targets to Thresh, and that's when I turned around and hit Miss Fortune again. So like a lot of this is actually just like working out efficiency of a trade. Like, okay, do I want to trade my health total here for Sona's health total? And the answer is no. That's why I backed off. That's actually a really good flash from Miss Fortune though. At the time I was like, okay, this is a really easy first kill, but because she flashed it instantly, a lot of players will flash this like late. They'll get hit by my crowd control, my W, and then they'll flash afterwards, right? And they'll die for it. But she actually preemptively flashed because she knew that she would just take a really bad trade for it, which actually is a smart flash. So that's pretty good. Just in general, by the way, with this game, the way this actually like goes a bit, I guess, is like it's a hard game, but we actually do reasonably well in the lane phase, which is kind of why I wanted to show it especially. But you can see now what I'm trying to do is just get this into the tower. I'm also actually, like, I have my Q up right there. I have my W, for example. I could have used my W or my Q for CS in that point and just picked out one more CS. But I'm already at half mana, and I actually want to fight early. Their lane powers up at 6. Like, they're strong anyway if Miss Fortune gets a Q bounce, but they really power up at 6, and I kind of want to pressure before that. So I'm like, I don't want to use my mana for a 1 CS. I'd rather use my mana for a fight, basically. That's why I'm not doing it. I like, when I play off stream and stuff, I actually played like 12 or 13 Jin games in a row. That was a bad mistake from me. I stepped way too far forward there. It actually cost me my potion as well, which sucks. But like, I play it much more seriously. I'm thinking a lot more. Like, because I'm not, you know, talking, again, I get boned there. Like, because I'm not talking to you guys when I'm actually playing, I'm actually focusing a lot. I'm actually silent when I play. I have music on. I'm just like, you know, I'm actually a duo again with MindPro, a friend of mine who's the mid lane, playing Azir. But like, we are on Discord, but like, I barely speak. Like, I really don't talk very much. I just focus on the game. And this is what, like, a lot of it's about, the efficiency of like trades and stuff that's a lot higher level that I'm trying to think about now, because this little stuff actually adds up into a game massively. Right now though, I'm actually letting them push me in. I'm trying to use my Qs as much as possible to pick up CS. But I actually don't want to be too close to their tower. You can see Lee Sin's here though. I know Lee's coming in. We actually think this bush is warded. I don't know if it actually is. Like, I'm not going to switch the vision. The vision's on me because this is how you can see it, right? This is what I do here. I just walk up and I take the trade onto Sona. Now, normally I wouldn't do that if I'm honest. Like, I wouldn't auto, and I especially wouldn't W the Sona because Misfortune gets a good trade back onto me, as I was talking about before, right? Like, efficiency of a trade. Do I want to trade my cooldowns and my health total for damage onto Sona? And I just don't want to do that. But because I have Lee Sin behind me, I'm more than happy to capitalize on it because she's pretty low. Like, I know Misfortune ends up dying, but the play was on to Sona to at least start it all off, and that's the only reason I took that. If if I didn't have Lee Sin behind me, I definitely wouldn't have done that because Misfortune would have just got a really good trade onto me, and then it kind of sucks ass. But so far, the game's going like decently well. KHA'ZIX is getting top, and that's going to become a recurring theme this game, unfortunately. Poor Rumble. But so far, we're doing decently well, I think. One of the good things I like about Jhin a lot is that he has good wave clear, which is like right now. I'm using my E onto the wave at the back to try and thin it out because I don't really want to CS on the tower. Jhin on the tower really sucks, like really bad. And I actually don't want to like, you know, see what I'm doing right now? I'm using my Q to thin the wave out so it doesn't hit the tower. I want the wave kind of around here or the middle. That's where we can fight, and I'm gonna hit 6 soon as well. So, well, I mean, I'm like halfway, not even halfway, but I want to fight. So, like, if I want to fight, I kind of need the wave to be in a decent place. I don't want to push it necessarily, which is why I'm just last hitting now. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not pushing it with my Q or anything. I'm just like trying to last hit so it doesn't go too ham. But at the same time, you can see I missed the can there, rip. But like, I'm not trying to push it too hard. I'm trying to like keep it in the middle. Now it is definitely pushing though. We've got like, you see how many casters there are? 6 casters? 5 casters. Which means the wave is just naturally going to push. Again, top just got dove, which is unfortunate. He just TP'd back to lane actually. And then got dove after getting ganked. So he's now 0-3 and KHA'ZIX is getting pretty fed. But like, what I'm trying to do is just focus on my lane a little bit. See what I can do. I am a bit nervous about this game because top lane is getting massively out of control at this point. So I feel like I need to fight something, right? I need to do at least something. But these two are playing really, really passive. And Misfortune is 6 now. This is where the lane gets really dangerous to me. This is why I'm actually following my Q. We don't have very good vision here either because I don't have anything in the tri-bush. If I'm pushing, like, if I'm going to push, I need vision in the tri-bush. I just cannot push without it. This is why I'm actually going to go... I actually don't have my ward up right now. This is why I asked him to ward it. There we go. I put E in there just in case. Basically, if KHA'ZIX runs through, he'd probably... And I don't see him or anything. I should still be okay because he's going to step over the trap. So there's just like a... I think probably KHA'ZIX is going to come down. But yeah, this is one of those things where I'm trying to pressure a little bit. But at the same time, I am super, super afraid right now. I know their win condition is literally Sona roll into Misfortune ult. Or vice versa. That is what this lane is so good at, right? Misfortune and Sona, they just lay their ults and it's disgusting. There's nothing you can do. But at the moment, I have a good like 20 CS lead on her at the moment. So we've kind of got that. Like I have an assist as well, which is good. So we have like, we're actually in a decent spot this like in this lane. We're actually doing pretty well. At this kind of level of play as well, I don't necessarily need to stomp because I feel like we have a bit more of a chance, but at the same time the score is 5-2 and it is getting a bit out of control. So in the back of my head I'm like, all right, time to try and do something. This is why I'm like trying to get Thresh to do everything, but I'm also paying attention because Katarina is a mid lane roamer. Like that's what she does. So here we go. This is why we just instantly back off. You see how fast I run, by the way? I don't even take that CS. Like, I'm not even going near that thing. I'm just instantly gonna run away. But, like, Kat gets ahead in the game is because she roams. So that's basically what she does. So every time she was missing from mid, I just run like a little pussy because I really, really do not want KHA'ZIX to... Sorry, not KHA'ZIX. I don't want Katarina to do anything to me. Also playing pussy again because... Cat's not shown on the map, neither's KHA'ZIX, and he was just doing Dragon. So I know that that's probably going to be like a bad thing. Which is why I am playing really passive at the moment. I'm just sitting back, letting it push towards me a little bit. I'm going to thin it because, again, I don't want to go under tower. Going under tower as Jhin sucks ass because, like, you don't have any attack speed and you only got the 4 shots, so you really don't want to go under tower. Plus, you have no abilities. Like, all your abilities to do it are like a Q, for example, like the AoE. That really doesn't work. but I am like partially nervous about this game. They have a Phylol Dragon now and a decent like. Obviously the gold is the same, right? But like I don't know that at this point. I feel like our team's pretty far behind because Rumble is 0-3. So, yeah. Even though I'm ahead, I want to start using it. That's the general idea. I asked Mind Pro to come down, but that didn't really work, unfortunately. And they saw them come through there. And I know that Katarina's walked over that pink ward as well. This is why I'm a bit nervous now. Why I back off here is because I can't see Cat. And I feel like... Let me check how much gold I have. I have just enough for Ghost Blade here. This is actually really really important because like I went to base here and I wanted to go back and buy it. But the problem is if I go back and buy it, then Misfortune goes back and buys as well. Because obviously like if I've gone back to base and she's gone back to base, right? And I actually didn't want her to base. I didn't want her to buy it. I wanted to keep her contained like now. Because I feel like I have an item lead roughly right now, right? Like I have... a little bit of an item. I have a Dirk and she only has the 2 longswords. And like she obviously has loads of gold. I'm guessing she has loads. Yeah, she's the same as me. So like I really don't want her to spend. Like I don't want her to go back and get stronger because then her ultimate gets stronger. And at the moment I feel like she's going to struggle to kill me with 2 longswords and it's pretty even. So even though it sounds really strange, because normally what you want to do is you want to base, you want to get your item leads and stuff. This is a really good hook from Ghost. Here we go. And this is where we're using the combo. So we flash the first part of the combo so we can't get it laid up. And then we're going to use a thingy. I actually hold the 4 shot, which I hold it a little bit. I bend it around Sona. Unfortunately, she's a pot running, but we get a snipe with a W, which is nice. Unfortunately, I missed my W the first time around. But yeah, so that was good at least. No, I think I actually agreed here a little bit. Yeah, I actually agreed for this. I'm an idiot. So I missed my W. It doesn't matter because I'm exhausted. I actually almost killed her anyway. Because I held my 4th crit shot till after the exhaust timed out. If I'd have held my Q as well and Q autoed after the exhaust, then yeah, she flashes on Thresh on her tower and Thresh just let her kill. It was really weird. But if I held my Q as well, because I used my Q during exhaust, I might have been able to. But yeah, that's actually like a really weird thing for base timing because like you never really talk about that like normally in a gameplay. That never really happens that much, but sometimes it's actually better not to base. It's actually better to like contain your lane and just keep farming because yes, you can't do as much, but like your opponent can't do as much either. So it's very even. Junglers dependent like impact the lane a bit more, but there's room more for error. There's like you're able to take I guess just like your base values and stuff. But now we are pretty much even. Both got Ghost Blade. Because this lane is just a farm lane, like... I have 30 CS up on her, right? She's 0-3. I'm 1-1-1, which... So, like... really, we're winning the lane pretty hard, which is good. Which is nice. But, KHA'ZIX is 5-1. And he's... KHA'ZIX is really strong. And they are really focusing on this Rumble just to punish him super hard. Rumble got camped like a mofo. He's 0-5 this game. The thing is, like, I know a lot of top laners right now. I get so many questions and stuff, like, how do I deal with a feeding top laner? Because they always just feed and stuff. And it's like, yeah. But, like, this game, 100%. Oh, this one. He just ran through tower and he just dies to Misfortune. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what that was about. I understand the dive, but Misfortune started channeling ult and he still ran forward through it. So, he just gifted, he gifted another kill, but I'm pretty sure I know what's happening right now. I think I know what's about to happen right now. I'm not actually too sure. I'm sitting around because I don't want to... I'm waiting to see Sona, basically. I don't want to give anything to this Misfortune if I don't have to. I want to, like, stay. And I saw Sona top lane, so I was like, okay. I can go back through here. Just using my Ghost Bait for a bit of a trade. I'm going to try, and I think... I hit like 2 of these. Actually, I think I hit 3. But because I don't hit 4, I actually don't manage to kill her, which is really unfortunate. I think that kill would have been really nice, but again, top lane, KHA'ZIX is popping off, so that's not good. This game is one of those things where I'm like in game and I'm kind of getting a little bit tilted now because I am actually really strong. Like I 100% believe I can carry this game at this point. even though KHA'ZIX and Katarina are both fed, I'm like, I'm super strong at this point. Like, Jhin has a lot of, I have a lot of farm. I have like a decent amount of gold now. I'm getting towards my Dustblade as well. We're about to take a tower. All of this stuff. What Thresh does as well is nice. He walks away from the tower, so I get full gold. And then he gives me a lantern so I can run away. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm super worried at this point in the game because the rest of my team is pretty weak. Like, I know my pros are good as Azir. Azir's not very good as a champion, but like, he's a good Azir player. So at least I have faith in that. But just like, if you look at team comps and stuff, that they have a Poppy who's pretty overpowered right now as a tank. Tank damage, disruption, whatever. KHA'ZIX, Misfortune Sona is probably the most broken bot lane in the game at the moment. So even though, yeah, I'm like super fed and stuff, this is going to be like a really tough game. But still, I actually don't know that the gold is only 1,000. It's really weird because if you look across the board, right, like we are getting like absolutely ruined right now, really. Our CS counts are good though. And I think that's kind of what's bringing us back in a little bit. Plus we have, we only have 1 tower. But I guess they only have 1 tower as well. Right now we have 2 towers. So we're actually like only 1,000 behind right now, which is pretty crazy. In my head, it's funny looking back at it because in my head right now, I was like, yo, we are so far behind. But apparently we weren't, right? Now this one's actually a bit of a mistake for me because I go bot lane to clear. But I know that KHA'ZIX is taking a pink ward right there. So I kind of have a feeling that he's around a little bit. But I think he's just going to take my blue buff. I like 100% believe he's taking my blue buff right now. And I'm really worried because I'm strong. I think I need to go and help my team here. So yeah, that's kind of what happens when you have a fed KHA'ZIX on the enemy team. I get absolutely obliterated before I can do anything. I can't flash, I can't heal. I don't want to die and use summoners though, and he hasn't even used his jump. So in my head, I'm like, you know, thinking about it, if he hasn't jumped yet, and I flash, he's going to follow my flash with his jump. I'm going to waste my flash cooldown, so what's the point? So this is kind of where like it starts spilling over into other lanes because he already has Warrior, Ghostblade, and 2 longswords, and it's absolutely awful to play against that. But yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, so that's just unlucky. But you can kind of understand why I feel like this game's going out of control a bit. So I flash away instantly to get some distance, and now I'm going to use my ult. He does really clever though. He actually runs towards me here, which I don't know if that's the best thing or not, but I even have to heal, man. He's under my tower. He's under my tower. I have to cancel my ultimate. I got 2 shots off. Yeah, I got 2 shots off. And then I had to cancel it to auto him to kill him. And he was in range of a Q, so I healed anyway. Because I was like, this guy's really fed, right? And I don't really want to tempt it and like trade 1 for 1. I want to make sure I get the kill and the shutdown. So I actually killed him, which is good. But like, I burnt both summoners and I was under a tower right there. This is the point in the game where I started to think, okay, I'm pretty screwed. Like, I know I can kill him. I have loads of damage and he's full damage, right? So at least I have that going for me. But at the same time, I just had to kill a guy with 2 summoner spells under my own tower. So I'm pretty I'm pretty tilted at this point. My jungler and Thresh are also very tilted right now. Like Thresh is 0 and 3 and Lee's 3, 1 and 2, but like they are really on tilt and I'm not really too sure why necessarily, but they really don't want to play this game, which is kind of unfortunate. We have a good team fight though. That's the kind of thing in my head. I'm like, okay, well, what about like within the Azir poke, my poke and Rumble ult and stuff, like at least in kick away on the Katarina. In theory, it should be okay, right? Because Katarina's fed, but Lee Sin has his kick, so in my head, like, as soon as Cat jumps in, all he has to do is press R and it's completely countered. We can deal with KHA'ZIX as long as we're not isolated, and Thresh can land hooks and stuff. So we actually have a decent team comp, I feel like, in this game. We just saw KHA'ZIX there, by the way, if you didn't see on the thing. But this is a good flash from the Thresh. Going on there onto the Misfortune. Get another kill onto the Sona as well. So that's another double kill for me. I'm pretty strong at this point. This is kind of where I was like, okay, you know what, actually, I think maybe we can do this. Yeah, I just want to push mid here. Like, I don't actually want to take anything. We end up going for the dragon, I think, instead. It's actually an infernal dragon that's popping up. So this is like perfect timing for us, right? I get a double kill. We get 2 kills. plus we get Infernal. But this is actually where it all starts to go wrong. So everybody's left me. Everybody's just left me and he one-shots me. I don't have summoners, by the way, either. Yeah. He just triple kills. I think he quadras this, actually. No, okay, KHA'ZIX is that. But yeah, so I get absolutely ruined in that fight. If you weren't sure what happened there, basically, Thresh looped around to try and collapse onto the KHA'ZIX and the Katarina. Oh yeah, they just dove him, by the way. He like looped around here, and it was a good idea, I guess. But to be honest, we have to stay as 5 because KHA'ZIX isolation, and then everybody actually disappeared. So like, Rumble used his W thingy. Lee Sin ward jumped, and like Azir shot forward as well to chase the Poppy, and it actually left me on my own. So KHA'ZIX just oh, this is terrible. This is the most embarrassing death I think ever. She just dies me here. That was really poor by me. Sona was there anyway, so yeah. But I ran forward into the Misfortune ult because I'm trying to make the play happen here. I'm really, really worried about this game, and I'm like, if I don't step up now, we're gonna just lose. So I try forcing a play too hard, and that was just a dumb decision in the end. I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where you kind of have to make a play, I feel like, personally anyway. But this is where Thresh starts his throw game. He just doesn't stop fighting, basically. Like, there's no reason to take that fight, you know? We've lost one person, we lost a tower, sure, but like, Mindpro's are almost dead anyway, so what's the point? And yeah, that was super dumb by me, but yeah, KHA'ZIX flashed forward, by the way, in that last fight, as I was saying, and he just Q-auto me, I think. Q-smite me, and I got a one-shot. And that one was just walking into Misfortune, which was dumb. Now you can tell that I'm a little bit tilted, because you know, this game's just spiraled out. And it is like 7k now, so it is a massive lead. I'm still stronger than Misfortune, but at the same time, it's going to be one of those things where it's really tough to actually do anything. I really want to take this, by the way. I'm really going for this. You can see I'm at the front, which, to be honest, is kind of stupid. But I do manage to... I see him recalling on a ward. I managed to actually snipe him somehow. Like, I predict his jump and actually catch him mid-jump and still hit it. But this is really not cool. There's the window. So, this is where everybody gives up on my team. We got the good pick onto KHA'ZIX for my ult, which was nice, everything. But then Katarina jumps in and like everything's a bit slow, so we take loads of damage. And then out of vision, Sona and Misfortune just come and like absolutely ruin with the wombo combo. And like this is where yeah, Lee Sin like 100% gave up at that point because he was like, you know, that was a 3v5 and they won or whatever. And it's true, like they did, but we lined up perfectly for their wombos, so you can't really judge it on that team fight. Like I think like what I said in the game was like, well, we just don't play the team fight that way again. Like, you know, we know what we have to avoid, right? We have to avoid the wombo combo, so we get picks, which to be honest isn't too hard with the Thresh and a Jhin, so that would have been okay. But their team fight is nasty when it lines up like that, and that was one of the problems we had this game. Was just like, how do you navigate a team fight when you have a KHA'ZIX who can one shot, when you have a Katarina who dives in and preps everyone for a Misfortune ult to finish, like a plush of Poppy who doesn't die, right? So it's one of those things where like, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to actually play that team fight well because, I mean, this is only Diamond 5, like Plat 1 Elo, and people don't know how to play team fights perfectly. I'm actually going top it, by the way, because I see KHA'ZIX, and whenever KHA'ZIX is on the map now, he's literally just like trying to kill somebody, in my head at least. I know I was right, he did. Look how much... He only hit me once, by the way. That's half my health. So... And that's not with a Q, that's just an auto attack. So like, he is really, really fed right now, which is a big worry. I actually want to fight this. You see me ping on the map right now? I'm like, go. Because we got the KHA'ZIX dead, I'm like, please fight. But we also had Misfortune bot lane, but she's now... This is why I'm like, no thanks. Because Misfortune's push bot lane. I'm going to go bot lane and clear that wave. But we have to take advantages while we can get them, because I think, like, you know, navigating a team fight is actually kind of hard, especially this elo. Like any elo, it's hard, but I think when you understand the game and you can picture a team fight, like a lot of how I play team fights as an AD is I just picture in my head, right? I'm like, okay, this is what I have to avoid. this is what I want to do. And between those things, I can kind of maybe do it. But like, people do struggle with that sometimes. So I want to create a game where like, they don't have to team fight. We don't have to play it perfectly. We just still might be able to get a win, right? That's the idea anyway. But unfortunately, Thresh goes in again. He's so tilted at this point. It's 0-7, so... yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's rough. But I'm trying to carry pretty hard. I'm trying as hard as I can, at least. And yeah, if we could like create a good fight and stuff, then I think we'd be good. But this is one of the points where people would just tilt off the face of the earth. And we haven't really grouped or anything properly for a long time. But again, this is like, holy. See the combo? Soul roll into Misfortune. Oh, you can't move and you just die. That's a flash forward from Misfortune as well, which is one of those things where like, I don't know, man. That just shouldn't happen. But it did happen. Let's skip this forward. But at least we have like, those are 2 cooldowns down. So I'm actually like happy to fight this. It's 4v4. And I'm kind of, you see how forward I am now? I just got a decent trade to Sona, which is kind of pointless because she can heal. But like, I'm trying to at least do something because we have 2 big ult cooldowns down. Why not go for another one? Unfortunately though, Thresh again. He's standing like on his own, where what we should be doing is grouping as before, like under this tower. I'm just gonna handle this over here, but I'm giving you a hint as to what happens right now. Yeah, that's basically the game in a nutshell. But we should just be standing here, so we can't obviously do that. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work like that. Then they go bot though. We do get this into, which is good, but I can't go in here because KHA'ZIX stealths, and I think it's coming for me. He's actually going for the other guys though, and I'm running back so I can ult here. I actually don't. I go for the Sona because she's the only one I can probably kill. I'm Trill's trying to snipe here, but she runs out of my range. I had to run back, by the way, then. This one is just like a fuck it moment. I flash in, I go 1 for 1. Because it's like, well, what am I going to do, right? I can't, like, there's no way if Misfortune groups with these guys I can do anything there. So I have to go in and try. But there's just nothing, I'm not able to do it. So this was one of those games where, like, the rest of my team, unfortunately, didn't play very well. Mine Pro actually played fine, I think. Just didn't really have any impact, but... like, Top got absolutely camped really hard, and Lee and, like, Thresh tilted off the face of the earth, man. Like, it's what unfortunate because in this game, I'm just gonna skip to him. In this game, like, I feel like, you know, I kind of feel like if, actually, you know what? I kind of want to bring up, like, the damage done and stuff. I don't know how I can do that, actually. I don't know how I can do that, really. Maybe if I, like, look up my account very quickly while I just switch about the game. But it's one of those things where, like, Thresh just tilted so hard, right? And because he tilted so hard, it was, like... I don't know. Yeah. Because he tilted so hard, there was just nothing you could really do with that, which just kind of sucked. I don't know how to really bring this up more, like, right now. What I'll do, I guess, I can monitor capture it maybe, and then I could bring this over. And I could show you guys, I guess. Here's the damage. So, let me just... So yeah, it was like, I'll probably do this in the client next time, honestly, or some better way of doing it. But KHA'ZIX absolutely shredded this game. So did Misfortune in the end, which defied Misfortune, no real surprise. We had a really good start with damage-wise, but... you know, we didn't really be able to do anything later. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. Let me know. Oh, well, I accidentally just clicked that, so yeah, I guess you can't see my face anymore, right? Well, there you go. I accidentally just clicked it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway and you learned something. And obviously I'll be doing these with a gameplay a day, so one of these a gameplay as well. Not going to replace the right diamond or anything. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see the others. Probably going to do it anyway, to be honest. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.